Hey yo, what is going on everybody? The Prey Flasher and we are back with another music reaction. So ladies and gentlemen, Honey Kufi, homie, I am sorry. Dude, I have missed like 5 of your fucking songs. Now granted, you were pumping shit out like crazy. So last Friday, not last Friday, the Friday before last, I left with everything recorded for all of last week. Went to Texas. Didn't think I was going to have a chance to record anything. About halfway through the week, I realized the Wi-Fi at the hotel was actually good enough to be able to do it, and was covering a bunch of new stuff that was dropping. And during the time that I wasn't recording, dude, I missed like so much of your shit that dropped, and I'm so sorry. But we're here now. We get to play catch up over the next few days, which I'm excited for. Don't get me wrong. But regardless, we're here for it. This song is 100 Kufi. It is featuring Fresh the Kid. And the song, I don't know if it's called Ravioli or Beef Ravioli. It says Beef Ravioli in the title, but I did hear like the first 10 to 15 seconds of it, and he just says it's ravioli. He says it's not the Chef Boyardee kind either. I'm just saying I love me some Chef Boyardee ravioli. I know a lot of people are like, that's some cheap shit, but I'm telling you guys, I was raised on that cheap shit, and that shit was the fucking bomb, all right? I'm just saying. Good food to me. Good food to me. Cheap. Throw it in the microwave for like 45 fucking seconds. Mix it 45 more seconds. You're good. Make sure you throw the paper towel on top or mama's going to get pissed. Anyways, now that I've gone off on that wild fucking tangent, we're here for 100 Kufi, man. Fresh to Kid. I've never heard Fresh to Kid before, so this is, I mean, obviously we fucks with 100 Kufi, but hey, let's go ahead and jump into this. Again, the track is called, holy shit, did I not plug in my fucking charger cord? I did not. Alright, now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, 100 Kufi featuring Fresh to Kid, Beef Ravioli or Ravioli. We're gonna slash it up, we're gonna break it down. You know how we do. Let me make sure I'm back in the middle of my fucking frame. I am. Let's go, baby.
This song called Ravioli. Not that Chef Boyardee shit either. I'm talking about the generic kind from the motherfucking Poppy store.
Oh, he's talking about the even cheaper kind. My bad, Kufi. I fucks with that too. I'm just saying, any kind of like canned beef ravioli was my shit. All right. I also like the spaghetti and meat. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about food. I'm making myself hungry. But you're gonna talk about food, so it's gonna make me hungry anyways. Fuck it. Let's go.
$4 type shit, yeah, I'm talking about. Type song to make you appreciate everything that you had to sacrifice.
Yep.
To get to where you at now.
Ramen.
I remember all those nights that I ain't have a pot to piss in. Grandmama raised me, mom and pops was missing. Whatever they was doing was helping out their addiction. Smoking, I guess more important than playing a parent's position. Yeah.
I just wanted to go over, dude. Now, I didn't have to deal with a lot of that. I did have 2 parents that were there to support me, which I'm very lucky. I know, very lucky to have. Not to say they didn't have their issues, right? Both of them did their fair share of drinking, which caused some issues in my life in terms of feeling like I had, you know, people to talk to, especially parents. I mean, they were there to support and give me the things that I needed and even really wanted. Being the youngest kid, I was probably more spoiled than I should have ever had any right to be. But regardless, like, I didn't have to live through that. So, but I had friends who did, and being there and witnessing it firsthand, dude, like I felt for my parents actually kind of became their parents in a way, a lot of times, because again, they didn't have all their parents there. It's rough shit to have to deal with, man. Rough shit to have to deal with. Let's keep going.
More importantly, I was sought for more attention. Yeah. Things in the past I really don't want to mention. Not able to listen, the teachers gave me detention. Yeah. When that didn't work, they started giving suspension. Yep. Grandmama told me that she ain't know what to do. She calling me the devil, but I don't know if it's true. My man gave me his gun, but I don't know if it's new. I was planning to run, but I don't know if you knew. Who the hell knows what my future really holds? But I don't give a fuck, cause I was 13 years old. A note on the fridge said the food was on the stove. I ain't heating up shit, I'm eating this shit cold.
Woo. Before we get into the chorus, Kufi's rapping about obviously some shit he had to go through. as a kid, and it's something a lot of kids have to go through, man. And it always seems like it's a cycle that a lot of younger people have to go to, especially nowadays in the urban communities. And this is not me making it a black thing, a white thing, nothing like that. This is just shit people have to go through, right? Not even just necessarily urban communities, even southern communities. Communities everywhere have to go through shit like this. Like, and I say that because, like, at Kufis' situation, his were his parents weren't there because, you know, they were out feeding their addictions and doing what it is that they were doing, and he was being raised by his grandmother. Urban community represent there. Southern communities, like white trash kind of neighborhoods, things like that, they deal with the same thing with addictions, people addicted to meth, and things like that, and kids grow up in the same situation. You even look at the people that were born with quote-unquote silver spoon in their mouth, who their parents were always off doing business things. They were raised by the nanny or whatever, whoever it was that was in place of that, and they usually grew up with really rough lifestyles too. Now, maybe not from a monetary standpoint, but from an emotional standpoint, which is why you always see like these people that grow up, you know, again, with everything most of us could ever really want, and they still go out and fuck everything up, which happens a lot. So, I mean, everybody of all sorts go through things like this, but I'm loving how he's telling his side of the story as far as what he's had to deal with. And, you know, finding himself getting into trouble at school and then getting in trouble at home. And just the end of it, dude, talking about like, hey, coming home saying dinner's on the stove, heated up. He's like, fuck that, I'm eating this shit cold, which is true, man, because when you hungry, you don't give a shit. It's just, we gonna eat that shit cold. It don't fucking matter. Oh man, I'm digging this fucking song now.
Fred said the food was on the stove. I ain't heating up shit, I'm eating this shit cold.
I remember eating beef ravioli out of hand, sitting at a table trying to come up with a plan. They ain't wanna listen cause they don't understand. This is the type of shit that change a boy to a man. I remember eating beef ravioli out of hand, sitting at a table trying to come up with a plan. Now I'm at the table putting grands in the bands, standing on the beach with my toes in the sand.
And again, and this is what he was alluding to with like those things that make you really appreciate life and things that kind of help you grow, going through that shit. Again, I didn't go through that shit, dude. I really didn't grow up until I was in my early 20s and had kids of my own. I'm just, you know, glad I have the wherewithal to be able to admit that. But like, those tough times that people do start off in do kind of force them to grow up quicker. Force them to figure out what it is that they need to do to be able to proceed in life. And not always the best decisions are made in situations like that, but there are a lot of times, even with the bad decisions that are made just to try and survive, they can lead to better situations in the long run in terms of mentally. And it's, oh man, I really do feel like everybody needs situations like this at least a couple times in their lives to kind of push them into thinking like an adult. It's, dude, love this fucking song so far, Kufi.
Oodles and noodles with hot sauce and butter.
Ramen, or oodles and noodles, which is like fake ramen. I'm not a big oodles and noodles fans, but I know what he's talking about.
D-block, Cajun, make bang and gutter. Chill, we used to chill, be bidding on one another. This jail shit was real and Vel, he like a brother.
Now, I don't know. I'm guessing he's talking about a couple of his friends here. He said D-block, and the first thing that popped in my mind was the song that Jadakiss did with M and a couple others. I'm pretty sure that's not what he's referencing. I'm pretty sure he's talking about Friends, but I'm just saying it was a dope ass song too. Let's keep going.
And I don't wanna see none of my homies go back. Cause all the homies doing time, gotta live through my rap. Cause all the homies on the grind trying to get through the trap. I'd rather give you wise words before I give you a gap. And these streets don't love you, they a fucking disease. And these free freaks don't either, they just fuck you and leave. And all these fake ass niggas, they just want you to bleed. Leave my nigga Impin' alone, he just puffin' his weed.
Ooh. Dude, that's some real shit there, dude. And he's right. Now this is him trying to motivate you to do better, right? Then I'm guessing from what he's saying what he did. And I think that's what all of us want as people that other people look to. Now granted, he's definitely got way more followers than I do. I'm not putting myself on a high pedestal there. But again, definitely understand the stuff he's talking about, though. He's like, this, just talk about the streets don't love you, it's a fucking disease. And he's right, man, that the street life, it's a pit, it's a trap, which is why they call it trapping. Like, bar. And then the freaks, like I said, freaks don't either, they just fuck you and leave. Talk about, you know, the girls are just in it for, the girls in the street are really just in it for money and or sex. They're not really in it for you. He's like, all these fake ass dudes just want you to bleed. Oh man, Kufi, man, this is a dope ass fucking track.
Who would have thought years later we be on the road, in and out of state doing show after show. Airbnb got the food on the stove. I ain't heating up shit, I'm eating this shit cold.
And now because he went through it as a kid, now he's even in a better situation. He's still eating his food cold because that's just what he's used to. And if anything, he's probably using it as a self-reminder of where he came from, so he can keep his mind focused on where he's headed. I like it.
Sitting at a table trying to come up with a plan. They ain't wanna listen cause they don't understand. This is the type of shit that change a boy to a man. I remember eating beef, ravioli, out of game. Sitting at a table trying to come up with a plan. Now I'm at the table putting grants in the bands. Standing on the beach with my toes in the sand. I remember
peanut butter and jelly without the bread. Like I'm sleeping through this hunger, I ain't getting out of bed.
Peanut butter and jelly without the bread. I've never had that, admittedly. I'm sure he's talking about just eating them out of things. Now, I have just eaten straight peanut butter because I fucking enjoyed it. That's a good way to piss parents off, too, by the way. Especially crunchy. Dude, crunchy peanut butter is my shit. And now, I've been there, too. Like, where he says, like, I ain't sleeping through this hunger. I ain't getting out of bed. I've done that before, man, where I've just been so hungry that I was like, fuck it, at least if I go through the sleep, I can't notice the hunger pains. It's a real thing, too.
Peanut butter and jelly without the bread. Like I'm sleeping through this hunger, I ain't getting out of bed. Mama said if I don't help her with the rent, I gotta scram. I ain't got a job, dropped out of school, what's the plan? I was playing with this rap shit, had to take it serious. People wanna know what I'm doing, they just curious. When things don't go my way, I don't get furious. Cause one of these days we all gonna be victorious.
And I like that, dude, cause he's talking about, like, he was playing around with the rap shit, but eventually he had to start taking it serious, man, because that's what he wanted to do with his life, chasing that dream. And you know, the people around him are curious about what he's doing. And I love how he says, when things don't go my way, I don't get furious. He says, because one of these days we all gonna be victorious. Because he's saying, like, he understands, like so many people in life, bad shit happens, dude. Shit doesn't always go our way. Shit doesn't always go to plan. But there are so many people out there that get mad about it, get so bent out of shape about it. But I always have had this mind state that's like, what is the point in getting mad about things out of your control? Sometimes shit just don't go your way. Sometimes shit just doesn't go the way that you'd planned, that you'd wanted. Instead of getting mad about it, use it as fuel to do better. Use it as fuel to push you further and to shape whatever it is that you're trying to do into what you want it to be. Don't get mad about it. Play the cards that you dealt. It's, man, Kufi, I fucking love this song, dude.
My way, I don't get furious, cause one of these days we all gonna be victorious. I remember busting crabs open on the step. Nigga, please, now we eating Dungenese on the jet. Don't believe what you read, especially on the net, cause a hater gon' post whenever they get upset.
Right.
I went from a one bedroom with no bed, from sleeping on the floor, woke up with no bread, no food in the fridge, just a ravioli can. I ain't heating up shit, you know the rest of the story.
And this is just saying where he came from, dude. One bedroom, no bed. So he slept on the floor, man. And then woke up to no bread, which is a double. Saying he woke up with no money. He also woke up with no actual bread. Hence the reason why he was eating peanut butter and jelly without the bread. No food in the fridge, just a ravioli can. You know, a lot of us know have had moments in life, dude, where our fridge is starving. Like, we just ain't got the shit in the fridge that we need to be able to even sustain ourselves. Like, and then again, why heat it up? Just eat it cold. Dude, I love this fucking track, Kufi. Holy shit.
In the fridge, just a ravioli can. I ain't heating up shit, you know the rest of the story.
Beef ravioli out again. Sitting at a table trying to come up with a plan. They ain't wanna listen cause they don't understand. This is the type of shit that change a boy to a man. I remember eating beef ravioli out again. Sitting at a table trying to come up with a plan. Now I'm at the table putting grams in the bands. Standing on the beach with my toes in the sand. I remember.
Love this beat too.
I remember, yeah, I remember, oh, I remember, yeah, first the kid.
Oh, man. Yeah, sorry, we just had to let the beat right out, yo. Oh, Kufi, dude, I love that fucking song. Now, dude, I'm so stoked to get to the rest of your music. Again, bro, I am so fucking sorry that I missed so much, dude. I was just on vacation, and it all came. But we here. We're catching up. That was a dope-ass fucking track. Not a whole lot to break down. This is definitely a more straightforward track, but it's one I feel like people do... I feel like it's one people should definitely listen to, though, right? Because a lot of people, this is life for them, man. This really is. This is life for a lot of people that don't have an abundance of money to just be able to eat when and what they want. That don't have the parents around to guide them. It's dude, this is for a lot of urban communities, man. This is life. This song is life. Even as somebody that had their parents, there's moments in my life that this song was life. It's like, oh man, that's a good fucking track, Kufi. That's a good fucking track. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this reaction. If you guys like the video, be sure to slash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell notifications. Comment down below. What did you think of Hunter Kufi featuring Fresh the Kid, Beef Ravioli? Also, be sure to comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see me react to. I got you. Check the description below for my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and my BitChute, as well as the original link to this video. You'll also find links to the Bar and Vibe Discords, as well as their YouTube pages. Please be sure to go check all those out. Hit them up. Tell them I sent you. Let them know you're there to represent the depraved peoples. Or fam. I haven't decided what I want to call the people that follow me yet, y'all. If you guys got any fucking ideas, let me know. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching, and I cannot wait to see you depraved people later. Peace.